Hey everyone, Matt's Mox here. I wanted to make a video about the Tomas, because I have not seen a good video about the Toma HOn3 locomotives or drives. Now this one's not going to be perfect because it's made in a rush in a big pile of other videos, and I don't have my DCC system out. And by that, I am going to pull it out for this video, so guess what? Editing. But we're not there yet. So as you can see, this is my version of the Toma Porter. Let's move it out of the way. It's pretty simple. Now, this is an original first run, because I was one of the early people. And I did it up sort of in a unique scheme. It's Baldwin green with red. A nice little silver trim smoke box. I added on a air compressor and a tank, which I need to paint. And that little chain up front. It's really hard to get this video lined up. And also, I'm using, for couplers, instead of the as-delivered link pins, which are kind of not really useful, they kind of just look cool, I have these microtrains couplers. These are a high shank because I don't have 1015s. They cost $30 per pair, and I'm not paying $30 per pair for couplers. And I could get these high shanks, 4 of them, for about $10. So yeah, of course the whistle. It's very simple. I added that bag. It comes with a full cab interior. The glazing you add yourself, but again, full cab interior. And it's just a simple little drive. I had to rebend my wires for the conversion to DCC, which, yes, you can convert this engine to DCC. It doesn't have a lot of weight. So it does kind of have, traction problems. But again, DCC. I'll tell you how you do it. By using another HOn3 engine that I built on the other version of the Toma drive, which I will make a review of all of the Toma drives together. Of course, it's fighting me now. But I will make a review of all the Toma drives that are currently being made for HOn3. And they all are built the same because Toma is designed by a legendary smart guy. So let's push this out of the way. This is my custom-built Mack rail car out of a kit for a standard gauge engine, but I didn't want to put a standard gauge drive on it, so I made it narrow gauge because I can. And also it has link pin couplers that work because I can. So if we just lift off the body, wow, it stayed on. On this one, I used the tiniest of the Toma drives available. Very simple. It's literally just wires on a motor. The difference also between these two, this has the plastic gearing on the gear tower. This has the metal gear on the gear tower because this came out more recently. This is kind of older. But as you can see, the wires are directly screwed into the plate in the middle there. So you have to unscrew the top plate, the top screw completely. And then the bottom screw just slightly so it's nice and loose. And you can pull the wire away. And you do that on both sides. Then you get your decoder. Now, for the Porter, I suggest using the ESU Mini one. I believe, I actually can't remember the number off the top of my head, but it comes with a 8-pin ready plug, but you don't need that, because obviously this is not a ready-to-go engine. You want to trim the wires. Now, how far you trim the wires is kind of discretionary, but using my ruler here, which I cannot find the side which is supposed to be in non-metric because metric sucks. We'll do it in HO. I know it's HO, but if you're gonna cut the wires, cut your wires to a scale of 7 feet in HO, roughly. You don't need all the wires because I doubt you're ever gonna get a tail light in. If you put a headlight in with those micro LEDs, you could trim that even shorter. So the rest of the wires that aren't necessary, like the purple wire and the green wire and these two on the rear, you could trim those back further because, again, you don't need them. You just mostly need the red, black, orange, and gray wires. You connect the red and black wires on each side of the set. You just trim them back a little bit so there's a lot of copper exposed. Put them in there, screw them tight. Now, on the Porter, because the wire pickups decided to bend a different way, I had to bend them out to meet the wheels. You don't want to do that too hard. You could do it with a tiny screwdriver like this. You just get them underneath and you pull a little bit. But again, you don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to do it too soft, just to make sure it works. Then you connect the orange wire to the red one and the gray wire to the blue one, which you can easily solder because, again, the wire tips are exposed on these Tomas. So it's really easy. It's a two-solder job. That's even easier than doing a switch. And that way, you have DCC on a really tiny engine. And for the most part, you just stick the decoder on top of the motor. I don't want to tear apart the Toma or the Porter because that was a pain in the butt to get all together. I do want to show you it working, but I can't show you it working with it torn apart. I'm not Sand Strains after all. I'm Matt. But yeah, so I'm going to get this a little cleared up around here, and I'll show you the Toma Porter in action. And then eventually I'll do the video where you could see all the Toma drives in action at the same time, because I know you guys want more information. And yeah. Oh, also another two models that'll use Toma drives. Oh, just wait till we review those babies. Okay, now we have the engine hooked up onto our NCE. I still have it set as free. I'm going to change this to 7 once I number the engine to 7, because I, for some reason, like to name or number all my little engines to 7, except for 1, which is 9. I'm probably going to make that Mac engine another number, but we currently have it set at reverse. We're going to set the forward, and it's going to get stuck. There we go. This track is not that clean, nor is the Toma clean. So, power 3, 4, come on. Yeah, this is, look at this. See, it works really good when it's not on camera. It's camera shy. Come on. There you go. Till doesn't want to go. Now we're going to put it in reverse. Look at this. So as you can see, I'm stopping it with my hands. And this is at top speed. So we're going to stop it. Oh, by the way, it actually keeps going for a little bit even when you turn off the power completely. I don't know why, but it does. And now it's stuck in another dead spot because I don't know why. My rail doesn't work, nor my engines, but that's just normal. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Now you know how to convert your Toma Porter to also be on DCC by not seeing the inside of it at all. Just like how I taught you how to convert a Model Power 440 to free foot gauge without showing you at all. Soon we'll look at some coaches from a maker and how to make them into East Coast roads, and how to build some equipment from East Coast narrow gauge roads, because, you know, East Coast narrow gauge is the best coast narrow gauge. Colorado doesn't exist. That engine behind me, that's a Colorado engine, will soon to become a Wahoo engine in another video. And also will soon be hopefully reviewing some brand new products instead of looking at older stuff. because I know a thing or two about things that are going on. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Bye now.